Hello, I'll be talking to you about the LifeProof iPad Mini 3 Nüüd case. And right now I have an iPad Mini 2, but it can fit the iPad Mini 2 and the iPad Mini 3. But it's waterproof, dirtproof, snowproof, shockproof. It is screenless, which means there's nothing between your finger and the screen of your iPad. And so basically, here's the case itself. It's pretty big. It's pretty thick. It'll add about 2.5 times the thickness of your iPad. And what I like about this case is that you know how you accidentally turn on Siri. Well, it won't happen if when it's in your bag or something, because it'll just have like this ridge over it that's about a 1/4 inch deep. And so we'll dive right into the box. I just got this about 4 days ago. And one thing you really need to make sure about LifeProof cases whenever you first go and buy them from someplace like Best Buy, you need to check all of them, because the one I got was kind of messed up. See, alright. So this comes in here. Alright. Here's a little flat. Here's the, what you need to do is put this and clamp it closed and put it in the water. And you have to test it for like 30 minutes and put a weight on it so you can truly tell that it's waterproof. And so I'll take this out. And here's the bottom, or the back part. It has this weird concave ridge right here for the sound. And the sound just like basically vibrates. It's kind of strange, but it still works, the sound. And sometimes here's where the microphone is, right here. The top and bottom one for the iPad Mini 2 and the iPad Mini 3, because the iPad Mini 1 does not have 2, it only has 1 on top. But here's the sound quality is very, it's okay. Whenever like you're talking to somebody, they can kind of hear you, but sometimes it's not that way. And so you got this O-ring in here, basically, that I'll show you. It's right there, that little rubber piece right there. And it's really it's pretty waterproof. I mean, if you take it out, then there will be water, because I've already tested that with using this. I took out the O-ring and I tested it, and the water got in without the O-ring around it. So, and this one, this side, this is the front part. See, there's nothing right there. But yeah, here's where you put your fingerprint right here. It's this little jelly-like, it's just weird, little tiny area. And yeah, it still works. I mean, my dad has an iPad Mini 3, but I put it in here and it works. And it has a really big open charging port, so you can actually use third-party charging connectors for it. And it works really well, actually. Like the LifeProof for the iPhones, they only have like, you can only use the regular standard Apple cable for it, but on this you can use the other cables. So basically, what else do you get in the box? Well, you get this right here. This is the lanyard that goes around it. It goes around these two little edges. You peel this off right here, and this little strip peels off, and you can put it on there. And you get this. You get the instruction manual for it. And you get the screen protector, so you just clean off your whole iPad before you put it in there. And what LifeProof has added is this, you stick it into the bottom right here, And just the past couple of years, they just ask you to use quarters, but in this you can stick this in here and open it, and it doesn't cause any wear or tear. Oh, and by the way, when I first opened this, I found a whole bunch of scratches on it. So that's why I want you to be careful whenever you first go and just buy a LifeProof case. These things are about 120 bucks, and so you really need to be wise about how or which iPad case you buy. And so we'll move on to the installment. Alright, so here's my iPad. It's iPad mini 2 Retina display. And so you use your cloth, clean it up, make sure it's all nice and clean. And you need to get every little edge of it so it's perfectly fine. And then turn it over. And some people, like me, I like my Apple logo clean and my camera clean, so I have like perfect pictures and stuff. And then we'll start the installment. So here we go. Here's the back part right here. You pick this up, lay it in here. And clean this. And then you put this on here. And when you're done with all that, you snap this bottom part closed right here, and it's good. And then it's waterproof. And then one more thing, you have your headphone jack right here. Basically on the other LifeProof, like for the phones, it's screw off. Well, this one you just pull it off like that, and it's a pretty big hole. I mean, it can fit bigger than the standard Apple cable, so you don't have to have that screw thing that you have to screw in there and get like a better cord. So yeah. And we'll move on to the water. So basically, I have my LifeProof case right here. What I'm gonna do is put it in the water. Remember, this is the iPad mini 2, but it's in the iPad mini 3 case. So and the water will mess up your iPad a little bit. Like, if you're in the water, you can't really like control your iPad. It just does like its own thing in the water. Watch. See? It just starts doing random things. And this thing is submergible about up to 10 feet, or sorry, 6 feet, which is honestly not really that deep, but it's a good case. It's been a good case so far. I would really recommend it to those of you willing to spend about 120 bucks. But yeah, I mean, the camera quality when you take pictures is really good. It's just a really good case. The sound quality isn't horrible. Yeah, the FaceTime, and one good thing is that the front camera is not covered up by the case, so it's just completely naked right here. It's the same as the screen. And so yeah,